Hey, Jake's back and he's got his own show. He's on the mic and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Ooh. Eee. Little Scooby-Doo for this Monday morning. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Hustlers, as if you're still living. Get on down. Good morning, Bakers, the Waking Jake crowd. Happy Monday to everyone. How's everybody doing today? Hope you had a good weekend. We are coming live from the Roosevelt Studios. RSV LTS, Roosevelt shirt, Roosevelt hat. They've brainwashed me, and that's okay. Big Baby David producing and killing it. A great sports weekend. A great sports weekend. I think we got to get into it. I think there's nothing else to do, BBD. And so I'll address it. I'll address it right at the top. Game of the night. We had a lot of candidates. Phillies almost had an insane comeback, but it came up short. Gonna start talking like Cowherd. Nuggets Jazz. They're going 7. It's a little Seinfeld and Cowherd there. Murray and Mitchell are doing crazy things. I think we might save that game 7. BBD, it's a little bit of a cop-out, but it's not a cop-out. We're doing 2 games. They were 2 7-inning games, and they were crazy. We're staying in New York City, the city of angels. I called it that the other day, and someone DM'd me and was like, hey, do you know you accidentally called New York the city of angels? Was that a joke? I was like, no, kind of. It's kind of all a fake joke. I don't really know. Let's get into it. Mets-Yankees played 2 yesterday. 7-inning games. That's what we're doing this year. The Yanks were spiraling. They broke out of a 7-game losing streak the day before. And so what happens, BBD? Game 1 of the doubleheader. The Yankees are throwing some slop out there. Their bullpen and pitching is depleted. The Mets go up 7-2. It was a 2-2 game. Robbie Cano, don't you know, old friend of the Yankees. He hits a 2-run homer to give them a lead. I think Conforto hits a double that gives them a little insurance. Conforto and an Alonso hit by pitch. It's 7-2 Mets heading into the final inning. 7-2, that's 5 runs. Big Baby David, Math Pod. Mike Ford gets on base via error. Okay, not great. Then the Yankees make 2 outs. I believe the win percentage probability for the Mets was 99.8 or something along those lines. So about 99% win probability for the Mets. Let's remember that. Tyler Wade walks. Tyro Estrada, my guy, the young prince, hit by pitch. Luke Voit, check swing shift beating single to score a couple runs. Tyro Estrada almost gets thrown out on the bases. He should have if the third baseman catches the ball. Wild pitch. Aaron Hicks to the sticks. He hits a game-tying 2-run home run. It's tied. The Mets blow a 5-run lead. This game will go down in Yankees history. This game could have been the game of the night. Gio Urshela gets the game-winning RBI single the next inning. We almost don't even care because that's how that works. And as a bonus to bring this to game of the night, they play 2. Davy Garcia makes a great MLB debut. If you're a baseball fan, maybe remember that name. Kid's got some stuff peacocking on the mound. Baby Pedro out there. And then in game 2, 1-1, Yankees, they give it up. They tie it up. We go into extras, and Gary Sanchez, who's had a horrific year, fastest AL player ever to 100 home runs, but an absolutely horrific year. and hated by a lot of his own fans and people outside of baseball that just want to, or outside of the Yankees, because they hear he's bad at blocking. Well, guess what? He hits a 453-foot pinch hit grand slam for the Yankees to win the series, to just embarrass the Mets. I'm embarrassing you at this party. And that's exactly what they did. So, obviously, a little bias there, folks, but I think those two games could stick with anyone for game of the day, and the fact that they were back-to-back in the same stadium, I'm going there, and now you don't have to hear me talk about the Yankees or the Mets anymore. It's as Metsy as it getsy yesterday, babe. Again, good morning, everybody. We got the Bakers live in the chat. Bake the algorithm. I think we're on everywhere now. Are we on the Facebook, too?
Facebook, too.
We're doing Facebook, so YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, the podcast app. We're everywhere, baby. And things have been going great. And guys, we're in this great sports world. We might talk some golf in a little bit. John Rahm, Dustin Johnson. Does that do something for you? No? That's fine. That's fine. Let's bang out the baseball, BBD. How are you? What's going on over there?
I'm well.
Okay.
Kind of fun note that we talked about it talking Yanks,
Sure.
and we tweeted about it, but also in between the games, Luis Rojas has his press conference.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't want to go to Drew Smith because he said they didn't trust him with the 5-run lead in game 1. He has to come in the tie game in extras and gives up the grand slam to Gary Sanchez.
Not great.
So.
Not great. People, Mets fans are probably mad at him, or do they just get mad at the whole team? Or I don't know how that works.
I don't know how much they aim their anger at individuals.
Just live mad at the owners, the Wilpons. It's on the Wilpons. Let's do the rest of the baseball. We'll go around the league pretty quickly. East to west. Rays 12, Marlins 7. Rays swept the Marlins this weekend. In this game, Willie Adames hit the grand slam. My guy, Sue, go. Bum, 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 bum. He hit a homer. Garrett Cooper had a nice day. Absolutely. Rays sweep. Rays are wagon. Big Rays Yanks series coming up. Boston 9, Nats 5. Bobby Dahlbeck. Oh my God, homers in his first game. Red Sox won that series versus the Nats. Nats are dead, like full out dead. Defending champs. How about that? Blue Jays 6, Orioles 5. Teoscar Hernandez walk-off 2-run single. They had 2 walk-offs this series. Blue Jays sweep the O's. O's are kind of dead, or Blue Jays are kind of alive, so that's cool. Braves 12, Phillies 10. As I mentioned, this had a shot to be the game of the night. Atlanta put up a 10 spot in the second. They were up 10-0. Young, thick Austin Riley having a day. Phillies score 6 in the third, another in the fourth. It's a 10-8 game. Didi and Hoskins homered. Roman Quinn and McCutchen fight back. It's 11-10. Girardi gets tossed in this game. There's a missed ground foul off the hitter's foot call. He gets tossed. Dansby Swanson, my other doppelganger, he hits the home run to seal it. 12-10, but absolutely crazy. Crazy game. In the Central, Cubs 10, Reds 1. All 3 outfielders hit 2 home runs. First time in Major League history. Schwarber, Happ, and Hayward. Hayward's having a crazy year. That came out the other day. So is Happ. So Schwarbo. Cubs win 10-1. Tigers 3, Twins 2. Tigers sweep the Twins. Don't sleep on the Tigers. Insanity. Jonathan Scope with the game-winning home run. Jorge Polanco hit one. Tigers are back to 500. Guys, the Tigers, what? Short season. White Sox 5, Royals 2. In extra, Luis Robert with the walk-off. Youngest Chicago White Sox player to hit a walk-off since slamming Sammy Sosa. How about that? Pirates 5, Brewers 1. Josh Bell, Gregory Polanco homer. Okay, Pirates get a win. Don't care. Cardinals 7, Indians 2. Adam Wainwright, you'll hear more about him. 122 bullets, complete game on his 39th birthday. We're just making stuff up at this point. Tyler Naquin with the homer. He had a big weekend. Indians won this series. Cardinals win yesterday. Dexter Fowler had a big game. Dodgers 7, Rangers 2. Dodgers hit the most home runs in a month by a team. They're insane. They're just rolling. They're really good. Seager, Will Smith, and Belly. Yeah. Getting jiggy with it. LOL. Shut up. Padres 13, Rockies 2. Got BBD with that one. Paddock, 6-inning shutout. Hosmer with the 3-run yacker. Grisham, Profar, Cronenworth, Naylor all with home runs. My God. Padres are a wagon. They get the win there. Giants 4, D-backs 1. The D-backs are dying. They should be trading at this deadline. Keep an eye out for that. Deadline's at 4 p.m. Eastern. We might go live if something happens, so keep an eye out for that. Arizona stinks. Cueto with a good performance. Last appearance for Cueto? I don't know. Giants are winning games, kind of. So, and then the Mariners beat the Angels because the Angels stink. 10 innings. Justin Dunn's been pitching well, if you're into that. Griff Canning had a good game. So that's what's going on in the baseball. Big Baby David, I did my thing. What needs to be said? What did I miss?
O's kind of dead. They're selling everybody. Michael Givens to the Rockies yesterday. Kind of mad at the Rockies for turning it back on because Givens is a guy the Yankees have kind of been connected to. Twins on a 5-game skid.
Yeah.
They're in third place, game and a half out of first. I assume they're still in a wild card spot or whatever, but 5-game skid, not good.
And this is supposed to be kind of an easier part of their schedule, so that's interesting. And I think the bigger thing is, like, this is baseball. I mean, and that's why the purists of the sport were mad about the 60 games, because baseball doesn't work like that. Like, it just doesn't.
It's always been like the marathon sport.
There's too many highs and lows. Exactly. I mean, it's a dumb comparison, but it's not a 200-meter sprint. You don't just turn the corner and book it, and then Usain Bolt uses his crazy legs and he beats you. Like, it's normally there's bad times. You have bad stretches, and so the Yankee fans were freaking out. 7 games in a row lost by the Yankees. That's crazy. And then they win 3 in a row kind of accidentally, and now times are good again. And they're facing the Rays. That'll be fun. But, the Twins, not great, Bob. The Baby Jays are probably a story, too. They're now 18-14. They're essentially looking like they'll be in the playoffs. Good for them. They were kind of one of the coin flip teams this year. They got Taijuan Walker. He had a good start this weekend. I don't know.
And the Padres are getting everybody. They've made like 4 trades already. They're not done.
Yes. That's a good note, BBD.
Have more on that when the deadline's completed and we know everything they did.
Yeah,
keep an eye on Talking Baseball, etc. later.
Rumors about Clevenger. We'll see if there's another move. Joey Gallo is getting trade rumors. That's pretty nuts. So we'll see what goes on there. The Phillies and Marlins are tied. If that gets you going, I think that's the baseball company. But some people like the other sports, BBD. And BBD, we like the other sports. And the basketball had some great action this freakend. I totally missed this, so I'll be honest with you guys. As I burp into the mic. Celtics-Raptors, Game 1. Just flat out missed it. Was this late last night? Was this the afternoon?
I don't know at what time in the day it happened.
We're not sure.
I think it was early, actually.
Maybe that's why we missed it.
A few series weren't done yet, but NBA kind of always does that a little bit.
Yeah, but hey, Celtics, they get the dub, 112-94 over the Raptors. Looks like Kemba, 18-10. You'll take that. Boston outscored them 39-23 in the first quarter, and it looks like they basically somewhat maintained that the whole game. So, good for Boston. That series should be a lot of fun. Keith McPherson in the chat says it was the early game, so that's why we missed it. But good for the Celts, I guess. That, again, should be a fun series. I'm excited for Game 2. Missed Game 1, straight up. Clippers, Mavs. Clippers win the series in 6. Luka got cracked by, Markieff Morris? Marcus Morris, former Knick great.
I still haven't seen the play, if I'm being honest.
He got him good.
I heard it was bad. I heard everyone was rightfully mad
Doc
at
Rivers was the only one that defended him, and that's his coach. But Kawhi, Boardman gets paid 33-14-7. Luka, 38-9-9. Mavs didn't have the guns to do it. This series was kind of as exciting as it could have been. I think Luka put on a show. If he wasn't on your radar, he is now. Clippers advance. And Nuggets Jazz, man, 119-107. Jamal Murray with another 50-burger. Donovan Mitchell only 44 in this game. Those two are going back and forth. I think there was something that there's only There's 4 guards that have had 2 50-point games in a series. I think it's Jordan, AI, Donovan Mitchell, and Murray. So 2 of them are in this series. I mean, if there's a must-watch NBA game of the year, like this is it to see Murray or Mitchell. I mean, one of them, and it kind of sucks that one of them is going to be determined via that. But we'll see. It's going to be exciting. Jamal Murray is impressing a lot of people. I always liked his game, but he can never kind of fully put it together. It looks like he has. Him and Mitchell, I mean, I hope they guard each other. I hope they really get into it. I don't think Murray wants to guard Mitchell. I think Mitchell's been trying to guard Murray. We'll see what happens. So excited for that. Any B-ball notes, BBD?
No. Ignored the Saturday games a little bit. Lakers move on.
Right.
I don't know. Everything going kind of chalk there, but those games happened.
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing too crazy. A la Liga, the NBA. BBD, I've got some other sports. The golf was fantastic. I almost made you get some video footage, but I didn't. But just Google the golf. That's my advice. Hockey. You're not getting hockey today. I'm sorry, guys. If I didn't watch Celtics Game 1 against Toronto, I didn't watch the hockey. So, BBD with golf highlights, you beautiful bitch. It was awesome. John Rahm, Dustin Johnson, 2 guys that when they're locked in, they're 2 of the most impressive golfers there are. Type into the YouTube or the Google or the Twitter, like John Rahm putt. It's insane. It's insane. And Dustin Johnson hits one before that. That's also insane. So, I don't know. If you're into golf, go look up the golf because it was crazy. 2 of golf's most talented guys going head-to-head on a tough course. So go check that out. That's my little golf inside. MLB trade deadline is here. It's been a pretty active deadline. I think we're going to see a couple more big names go. I don't know. Any other sports stuff, BBD?
On the deadline, there's kind of no rumors league-wide until this weekend where it's kind of just been going and going and going, especially yesterday.
Yes.
Started getting a million trades, so I expect today to get pretty active.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought the deadline was at 1, and I was like, that's going to be here soon, and I don't think much is going to happen. But I think 4 p.m., that gives enough time for the rumors to get here flurry. At 2. Yeah, and then start going. So I like that. Hockey update. The hockey happened, I guess. Let's go to the comment of the day. Bakers, keep baking the algorithm. Keep baking the algorithm. Like, comment. In this part of the show, we take your comments. We'll read them on the air. So if you leave a comment, do it. I'll go check out the podcast app, see if we got to 2 bills. We got to be close. Either way, you guys have been awesome. Again, the views and everything have been incredible, so thank you. Share with a sports friend. We're still in the sports utopia. If it's a hockey friend, maybe don't share. Maybe don't share. That's my one rule. BBD,
okay if you don't share with the hockey friends.
That's fine. I get it. I wouldn't share with my hockey friends. I would tell them not to watch. The comment from Friday's episode was AJ, who asked a question, AJ97. AJ97 asked, Jake, you get to go on a date with one player in the MLB. Who would it be? Again, no likes on the comment. That's fine. They suggested it would be Tanaka, but that's kind of Jomboy's thing. I'm a big Edwin Encarnacion guy. He kind of won me over. You know, I'm kind of going Trevor Plouffe rules. I'm either going daddy or young guy. I'm going daddy, Edwin Encarnacion. I mean, we're having a good time. He probably talks me into a cigar, even though I won't be able to breathe. We have a nice time.
He's made a lot of cheddar in his day.
Yeah.
He can take care of you.
We have some strong drinks. We have a
daddy.
good time. So, Edwin, BBD, do you know off the top of your head who your MLB date would be? Anyone jump out to you?
I mean, last night I think I fell in love with Kratz.
Yeah, Eric Kratz. That's a weird inverse daddy. That's like, you know, local fire department daddy kind of.
He's a man of the people.
He is a man of the
about.
people. Okay. Well, with that,
The hugs he's giving out, man.
yeah,
They look so sensual.
Eric Kratz is giving out nice hugs. Nice hugs. All right, with that, we go to the Bro of the Night. Bro of the Night is either a standout performance or something we really liked, kind of our final thing that we want you to know about in the sports world. BBD, I'm going with Adam Wainwright. You're going to hear about Adam Wainwright later if you listen to Talkin' Baseball live with me and Jomboy. 39 years old on his birthday. His 39th birthday, throwing to Yadi Molina, who he's played baseball with for 15 years, which is cool in of itself. He throws a complete game, $122, 122 pitches. I think it was like 88 strikes or something, or 82 strikes. So he's just pumping it in there. He's topping out 91, 92 these days. Still got a real nice curveball. It's nuts, man. It's nuts that there's these kids in Major League Baseball that don't get let past 75 pitches now. And this guy's, I mean, it's closer to doubling them than not for pitches. And, you know, in actual sports-wise, it's really important that a team like the Cardinals, who's also playing all these double headers, gets to reset their bullpen for a day. It was just Waino out there. So, interested to see his next start. I don't know if they pull back in, like, say, 90 pitches. They probably don't. Wainwright doesn't care.
Depends what's happening in the game.
Yeah,
I'd assume.
He's had a really impressive career. Great baseball city. Adam
Good baseball
Wainwright.
reference page.
Good baseball reference. 39 years old, 122 pitches. It just doesn't happen anymore. Like, there could very much be a world in 10 years where we look at Adam Wainwright's stats and be like, oh, my God, that was 10 years ago? Because guys might not do that anymore. So I'm giving it to Waino. BBD, who is your Bro of the Night?
Well, there's a lot of strong candidates.
Yep.
Seen some calls for Ian Happ. Seen a few things. And Ian Happ's a friend.
Yeah.
And he's been killing it. But I am going to another young stud killing it. And I'm giving it to Luis Robert. And he's living up to every bit of hype. Hits the walk-off homer yesterday, 3-run shot. Brings the White Sox into a tie for first in the Central. Part of that is the Twins having a 5-game skid, which I think... No, they played the Indians before. I was going to say the White Sox are partially responsible. They're not. Well, they played at some point. But he's been living up to everything. Like, the numbers are silly good on offense. And the defense... I mean, I assumed he was serviceable at defense because he's playing center field and he's the top prospect. But, like, he's tied with Kiermaier for the AL lead in, like, DRS and whatever other metrics you want to use. He's towards the top of the leaderboards in all of them.
Yeah.
It's like he's amazing.
That's a freak. It's a freak. Yeah, to come up and be able to do that at this level. I mean, there's the old saying is there's not a level above Major League Baseball. Like, if you thought about baseball that way, who are the guys that could play on a next level? If it was AAA, quadruple A was MLB, and there was a 5A, not great. Not a math pod. You know, Luis Robert's one of those guys, and he's a kid, and he's silly. Youngest guy to hit a walk-off for the White Sox and Sammy. That's a fun little anecdote baseball stat there. A couple people in the chat not happy with Jamal Murray not getting it, and you're right. My Nugs, Denver squad, he balled out 50 points. He gets a Bro of the Night assist, so sorry. And BBD, finally, as we get into it before morning just happened. If you missed that, go check it out. Talking Giants, Talking Yanks, Talking Baseball coming up in a little bit. What we're watching tonight, we obviously have Yankees bias. Cold glass now. Yankees-Rays, 1-2, blah, blah, blah. People don't need to hear that. Both NBA tonight's, BBD. NBA games tonight, BBD. Miami-Milwaukee, game
Kicking
1.
their series off.
And then Houston, OKC. I mean, Houston trying to close it out, or they can start a game 7. So that's what I got. If you want to touch that up.
Yeah, that Bucks he'd give everyone a fight. It's only game 1. So if you're picking one NBA game, pick the one later in a series.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just full. I don't want to be full Yankees bias, but it's Yankees-Rays. Last time they're going to face each other this season. Yankees are feeling better now after getting swept by them last time, and it's cold glass now facing off. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know how else. What else I got to say?
No, any baseball fan should be into that. If you're a basketball truist, or purist or whatever, Miami-Milwaukee might be a lot of fun. Seeing how they try to defend Giannis. I think you're going to see Bam, and then you'll see help, and can Bam do it, and what does it look like? So,
White Sox Twins going too.
That's a lot of fun. So that's what's going on in the sports. Everybody, big weekend of sports. Thank you guys so much. Oh, we're at 191 reviews on the podcast app. So if you haven't left one there, would appreciate it.
200 by the end of the week.
Let's get to 2 bills. Maybe I'll show some nip on cam if that's what you want.
Never done that before.
If you get to 500 by the end of the week, I'll show a little ball sack. So thank you, everybody. Have a great Monday. Stay with us at Jomboy Media. We got stuff coming out all day, all night, all day, all night. Johnny, la gente está muy loca.
Hey, Jake's back and he's got his own show.
Thanks, everybody. Fake the algorithm. Love you guys.
Noodle on his left,
Let's get it.
Jess on his right. Hey, hold up. Don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning. Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.